Hi everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, bringing you the latest theme park and attraction news from all around the globe. Now it's been a really busy few weeks for theme park news, everything from new Disney announcements to brand new roller coasters opening in 2025. There really has been so much going on, so make sure you check out the theme park news playlist here on Theme Park Worldwide to see all of our different videos talking about these big announcements. It's always a really exciting time of year as we come towards the end of summer and into autumn. Parks are making their announcements about next year and beyond, or at least that's in Disney's case anyway, with all the announcements we've had, things that are coming over the next few years, which is really exciting. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about Six Flags Great America, located in Illinois, USA. There's been a lot of teasing from that park about a new ride, and finally last week they did confirm they are going to be building a brand new dive coaster manufactured by Bolliger and Mabillard. Of course there's lots of B&M dive coasters out there now. I'll come on to that a little bit later in the video when I share my thoughts. But this one does look fantastic, and it's actually going to be a record-breaking dive coaster from B&M as well. Now Six Flags Great America, already a fantastic park that's home to so many different rides. In fact, this will be the park's 16th roller coaster that they're going to be opening, and this will be a 2025 addition to Six Flags Great America. Went there a couple of years ago on the USA road trip, really enjoyed it, some fantastic rides there. We found the park well operated, it was really nice to walk around, some good theming, and I'm sure this will be another great addition to this park that has already got so many fantastic rides, and they're going in there with another brand new coaster. Now the ride is going to be called Wrath of Rakshasa. I think I'm saying that right. Wrath of Rakshasa, which is going to be opening, and this is going to be located within the county fair area of the park, if you are familiar with it. Of course, we have filmed the vlog here on the channel from our visit 2 years ago, so make sure you check that out on the channel as part of our huge USA road trip that we did here on the channel. Now, in terms of this ride, like I say, it is going to be a record-breaking dive coaster from B&M. It's going to feature a 170-foot drop at a 96-degree angle, which of course is beyond vertical, and it actually means it's going to be the world's steepest drop on a dive coaster. Now, I've not really done one of these yet, but of course some of the new B&M dive coasters are going beyond vertical. Traditionally, of course, they've always done vertical drops, or like the first one, Oblivion at Alton Towers, which is 87.5 degrees. So it's not quite vertical, it's close. It was enough for them to market the ride as the world's first vertical drop roller coaster when it opened in 1998. But yeah, it's not actually fully vertical, even though you can't really tell when you're on the ride. But still, so many of these rides have been sold now, B&M. A lot of them actually vertical, most of them. And then some of the newer models now, such as this, which are actually beyond vertical. So yes, this ride will have a beyond vertical drop at 96 degrees. It's also going to have the most inversions ever built on a dive coaster, with 5 inversions on this ride. They're going to be an Immelman, there'll be a dive loop, a zero-G roll, a corkscrew, and a barrel roll. So yeah, a lot of what you'd expect from this sort of ride, but normally you wouldn't have 5 inversions on a dive coaster, which is great to see. You know, the fact that they're extending the layout, it's going to be a longer ride, and it will also run 3 trains as well, and each train will have 3 rows from a capacity point of view. Does anybody else really miss the old school dive coaster trains where it was just 2 rows like Oblivion? Personally, I enjoy that a lot more because you've just got the 2 rows. Obviously, you know, if you're on the back, yes, you do get whipped down the drop a lot more. But yeah, I do miss, you know, that original concept of just having the 2 rows. Even though they're not as good throughput, it was more just the experience as well. You've not got 2 rows of people in front of you. It's kind of tiered seating on Oblivion. So, you know, you're looking forward. You've only got 1 other row if you are on the back. But let me know your thoughts on that one. I'd be interested to know. The ride itself is going to have a top speed of 67 miles per hour. So good speed, almost 70. And total track length of 3,239 feet. So yeah, all in all, it looks like it's going to be a great ride. I do like the colour scheme as well. I think the blue looks really nice on there. You've got the brown supports. Overall, it looks fantastic. However, onto my thoughts now about dive coasters. Don't get me wrong, I love a B&M dive machine, I really do, but do you not feel like we're just getting so many dive coasters now? There seems to be one popping up like every couple of years. It really does feel like we're getting so many. I mean, this year Iron Menace opened at Dorney Park, also in the US. You know, they're just cropping up a lot, aren't they? And as much as the great rides, I do feel like they're all starting to feel a little bit similar. And I know that B&M are trying different things now. We're doing the Beyond vertical drops and that sort of thing. Something that Gerstlauer has been doing on their Eurofighter model for quite some time. But you know, I just feel like with dive coasters, you kind of know what you're getting. And I know this is a record breaker with two things, but I still wish, you know, we were seeing B&M be a bit more innovative now. The great rides, don't get me wrong, other than, of course, the newer B&Ms that have got this rattle. Not rough, just a rattle. More an annoying sound, if anything. But yeah, it looks like a great investment. I just wish we'd start to see, you know, a few changes to B&M's kind of design now, because it feels like the rides are becoming a little bit stale. We know what to expect. And personally, I wouldn't go out of the way to go and ride just another dive coaster. Of course, I'd love to ride it at some point, but it doesn't make me think I'm going to book a trip there to ride it. Whereas some of the other manufacturers that have created some recent rides, they make you think, oh, I want to go there and ride it. Just another dive coaster, I can kind of give it a miss. But still, from a marketing point of view, I can see why they're putting it in. They're very popularised dive coasters. They look the part. In this day and age, it's really important that rides look the part on social media, and you know, the general public are there taking videos and photos of them, and they always go down well. They're always a crowd pleaser. Oblivion at Alton Towers, you still hear people walking past it saying, I wouldn't go on that, or taking videos of it. So I can see why a park would want to install one. I just wish we'd see a bit more variety now, really, from dive coasters. But still, let me know your thoughts down below. Looks like it's going to be a great ride. It's Wrath of Rakshasa, which is coming to Six Flags Great America and Illinois in 2025. But yeah, as always, you know, it's just a really exciting time for the theme park industry, hearing about all these things. And yeah, I always keep you up to date with the latest news and also sharing my thoughts on these projects here on Theme Park Worldwide. I look forward to seeing what happens though in terms of B&M's development in the future. Are they going to keep kind of churning out these rides very similar, or are we going to start to see some differences with the thrill market for them? We've already seen B&M start to revolutionise a bit more when it comes to the family coasters. They're trying new things now. We've seen that with like Penguin Trek that opened this year at SeaWorld Orlando, Phoenix Rising, which opened at Busch Gardens Tampa, also in Florida. So we're starting to see a bit of shift with B&M with the family coasters, but I really want to see that now with the thrill coasters and just start to freshen things up a little bit so we can be really excited about that company and products again. Because it feels like now, you know, the excitement from manufacturers is really coming from like Intamin and Vekoma and some of the other big players, instead of really what we're seeing from B&M, which, you know, will always be a good quality and well-known manufacturer, but you kind of know what you're getting, and I really want a bit more of that surprise element. But still, let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments. It's Wrath of Rakshasa coming to Six Flags Great America in 2025. I'm Sean Sandbrook, thank you for watching, and get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.